Welcome to Category 5 Technology TV. Sasha, what do you think of when you think of a Raspberry Pi case?
This is small, you know.
Yeah.
It's functional.
And you can get like a Raspberry Pi case that has a screen built in, and they can be this big, like 3 inches, or they can be, I've seen 7 inches.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to look at the 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi case from KKSB. You want to stick around? We're going to get this out of the box and connect it up and see how she works.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Sure am.
Stick around.
This is Category 5 Technology TV.
Our live recordings are trusted only to solid-state drives by Kingston Technology. Revive your computer with improved performance and reliability over traditional hard drives with Kingston SSDs.
Category 5 TV streams live with Telestream Wirecast and Nimble Streamer. Tune in every week on Roku, Kodi, Plex, and other HLS video players. For local show times, visit category5.tv.
Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. cat5.tv/TPN. And the International Association of Internet Broadcasters. cat5.tv/IAIB.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It's so great to have you here, and I can't believe a week has gone by already. Here we are.
I know.
And it's time to broadcast. We talked about last week we were going to be looking at the world's biggest Raspberry Pi computer screen case from KKSB. Really looking forward to unboxing that, setting it up, and ultimately giving it a try tonight. So that's kind of what we've got planned for you. You've also got some stuff going on that you're going to be showing us in just a couple of moments' time.
True. I'm doing my first ever unboxing.
Lots of great stuff going on. Should we, before we get right into it, because I know why you're here, you want to see the world's biggest Raspberry Pi case screen. I don't know what to call it.
Legit why I'm here.
It's a screen case or a case screen or just a screen for a Raspberry Pi, but then you think about it being like a separate entity. No, it's a case with a honking big huge screen on it.
Right.
That's what we're here for, so we're going to jump right into it. But before we do, I want to remind you to make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. And, of course, make sure you click on that bell as well. That's going to help you to receive notifications anytime we release new and exciting videos.
Which we do.
Which we do, indeed. Okay, so
that's a box.
That's more than a box. We're going to get into that tonight. And
that's a bigger box.
That's another box. Another box. And these two boxes come together from KKSB. And I'm going to jump over here. All right, so there it is, folks. We've got the KKSB 13-inch screen stand. Are you folks ready for this? I'm really excited about this. I mean, I've seen 7-inch screens. I've seen 3.5-inch screens. 13 inches? What? Okay, look at the size of the... Do you see the Raspberry Pi there on the left-hand side?
Huh.
Compare that to the size of this box. Okay. All right, what do we got here? Okay, we've got some instructions. This is basic assembly. Looks pretty simple. We'll refer to that in just a couple of moments. And there it is. That's what we get from KKSB. We've got the stand itself, which we're going to get a look at. Looks nice. As always with KKSB, I'm always impressed with them. Everything is, like, a lot of their stuff is made of of steel. It's good, solid stuff. It's not like a plastic stand. That is steel, my friends. And then we've got the case itself. This is a metal case for the Raspberry Pi. And, of course, that would fit any compatible SBC, like, an Asus Tinkerboard, for example, if you want a little more power. We've got a couple of bits in there. Looks like some standoffs and some screws. Okay. So let's get the case out here, Sasha.
All right.
That's all there is to it. Yeah. So let's get a look at the instructions and see what I actually have to do. Now, first step is I need the actual screen, and this is the first box I held up here tonight, and it's so big that I'm gonna have to clear some space here on the desk. Look at the size of that compared to the Raspberry Pi.
My goodness.
I'm gonna have to actually clear some space here. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, there we have it. All right, we've got some basic instructions here. In particular, with the Raspberry Pi, there are some things that we're going to have to add to the config. We'll look at that in just a couple of minutes, but hold on to that. We've got a power supply. Got a barrel connector there, and there you go, 12 volts, 1,000 milliamps.
Nice.
Okay, set that aside. We've got a USB cable. This is actually, believe it or not, this is also a touch screen. So we're going to need that USB cable to operate the touch. And we've got a nice little short HDMI cable to connect the Pi, and we've got a universal connector just in case you're not here in Canada or the US. There is the screen. Look at that, Sash. Wow. Okay, so think about this for a second. This is a Raspberry Pi 3 case/screen. We've got the connectors on the back to actually mount it to, 13.3 inch. And for those of you wondering, this is 1080p. It's got a film there, which we're going to remove in just a couple of moments, but we'll leave it on there for a moment. Just a protective film.
Yeah. Well, you flip it on its face.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so step one. Let's see here. We've got to put these little plastic little risers onto the back of the screen here. So we'll dig through our trusty little bag of goodies. There we are. 1 and 2. Some exciting TV right there, Sasha. Yeah.
And 4.
Through the magic of television, I can speed things up, which is a beautiful thing for those of you watching at home. All right, what else have I got? Okay, so step 2. Let's see what's next. All right, we've got that. We've got the stand. Need to put that here, and I'm actually going to need to screw the case into the stand. So I'm going to need these little metal risers. Everything's just pictures for the instructions, but I guess the visual of the video tonight will help as well. Then I'm going to put these screws in here, if I can get a hold of them. There's one, and where'd the other one go? Oh, there it is, on my screwdriver. Okay, so now flip this over, and we're going to put these metal little riser type washers on there. They're a little thicker than a standard washer. And now put that onto the underside of the stand. So this is not going to go on the face side. Keep in mind the monitor is going to go on that side, but just like that. Couple of nuts to hold it on. There we go. We can speed things up for you. And get those tightened up. Nothing too difficult here, Sasha.
Mm-hmm. So far, easy peasy.
As simple as that. And that's the KKSB design, and they make some fantastic high-end stands. So if you're looking at KKSB versus competition, keep in mind what you're seeing here today. This is a nice steel stand, and we're going to pop that Raspberry Pi in there. Now that we've got that mounted on the back, it's just going to slide right in there, as is the case with KKSB. Everything is perfectly molded and ready to go. And now I need I need some little risers here. These don't look like the ones, though. These are a little bit too thick. Yeah, they definitely, that's not the one that's going to fit in there. So, looking at my bag of tricks, what else have I got here? Let's see. That's not going to work. Not going to just screw it directly in. I need to have some kind of standoffs there. Aha! Bag number 2. These ones look a little more promising. Yes. Much finer. Look at that. Okay, so get the Raspberry Pi in there. Now, according to the instructions, I just need to put these standoffs in the bottom.
Oh.
Right here. And I'll speed this up just because, screwing these in by hand is not all that exciting for you to watch. There you go. No tools needed. I guess I shouldn't say that. I do need a Phillips screwdriver to screw in the final screws, but a lot of this stuff is just done by hand. There you go. Just get that in there nice and tight, nice and snug. For those of you looking for the screen, they are at cat5.tv/pi. And there you go. So those two standoffs are holding the Raspberry Pi 3 in place. And now I'm just going to snap this on here. KKSB cases are traditionally very well fitted, and everything's just going to snap together if... yes, there you go.
That's
snap
sweet.
it in. There. Perfect. And you can just feel it go right into its place, and everything is all well aligned there. So Ugaraba in Discord, it's cat5.tv/pi to see any of the Raspberry Pi peripherals that we review here on Category 5 TV. And of course, this case and the screen is there as well. If you're watching live, it will take about 24 hours before you'll see that there. Now, I'm just lining up these long screws. Do you see that through the air vent? I just got to kind of make sure that gets through the hole and screw that in with this Allen key that has been provided. Too easy.
This is perfect.
Perfect indeed, Sasha. I could do this with one hand tied behind my back. There we go. This would make a fantastic kiosk, I gotta say.
Yeah.
I gotta put these back on because I've knocked them off. I don't know why that was step one. It could have been whatever step this is now.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, so now line all those up with the screw holes for the back plate there, and we're gonna put this all together. There you go. So this is just going to mount right onto the back of that 13.3-inch screen. Remember, this is 1080p, folks. I want to check these risers that are seemingly extra. They don't seem to be for anything. I'm not sure what they're for. Maybe I could elevate those plastic pieces, but it doesn't seem necessary. So I won't use them today. We'll call those the extra bits. It's like when you buy something from IKEA and you've got a couple of extra screws left over. You know what?
They're just a bonus. Bonus
yes,
bits.
Bonus bits. There you go. 16K, you think? Do you there, Ugarava? No, this is 1080p. Realistically. Sony has been working on some 16K technology, but it's going to be a while before we see it on a Raspberry Pi case. All right, let's grab that short little HDMI cable and plug that into the Raspberry Pi. There you go, and it's going to come around the side. Check this out. We've got all these inputs on the side here. We've got HDMI. I see. Well, let's get a better look here. So straight into the HDMI there for the Raspberry Pi. But we've also got HP, I'm not sure, that looks like an audio adapter, VGA, HDMI, touch, and DC. So the DC adapter we know is provided, but we want to connect that touch as well. I'm actually a little pleasantly surprised, if you will, a little shocked that this has multi-touch built in. Because it's... you're just expecting a really nice little screen, but to have that multi-touch as well.
So touch just means that you wouldn't need a keyboard at all, really.
You don't need a mouse.
Yeah,
and I suppose if you wanted to, you could use an on-screen keyboard, but for a kiosk or just for general use, if you want to put LCARs on there, then there you go. But doesn't that look beautiful?
Yeah.
Just stunning. So you've got a couple cables sticking out of the side there, but that's nothing to be concerned about. I mean, it looks really good, really clean. And the final thing.
The final thing.
Sasha, yes. The final thing, as I shimmy on over here. The final thing that we need to do is configure this to work with the screen. So you noticed on the instructions that I pulled out of the box there was a little bit of information about what I need to do a little extra for Raspberry Pi. Now, I mentioned that it has multi-touch, so keep in mind that I believe for Raspberry Pi, it's single touch. But if you have it connected to a computer, say a Windows 10 machine or something like that, then you've got multi-touch as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just a Raspberry Pi screen. You can connect this to other devices as well. But of course, with the KKSB components, it's like the perfect Raspberry Pi system. So I just want to bring it up on my screen here. I've got the SD card plugged into my laptop. And with that, all right, on Windows 10, I can see the config.txt file. So with this, I want to just scroll right to the end of this file and add those lines. I'm just going to type those right in. Now we'll call this the beautiful KKSB 13-inch screen case from cat5.tv/pi. So I have no idea what these things do. It's just I'm following the directions. I'm doing what I'm told. Max USB current equals 1, HDMI group equals 2, HDMI mode equals 82, HDMI CVT 1920 1080 60 6000. I presume that means 1080p, 60 frames per second, and there we go. So it'll take a split second to boot that thing up. Once it's up, we'll be back and we'll actually show you what this system looks like on screen. This is the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi case screen, multi-touch screen. It's
super cool.
Beautiful. I can't wait to boot this up. We'll see it after this quick little break. Stick around. For a limited time, get your hands on limited edition shirts from the Category 5 TV network. These high-quality shirts are manufactured by Teespring, a fundraising website, and your purchase will help support the shows we produce. Get yours today and send us your pictures to be featured on the corresponding show. Visit cat5.tv/shirts to support us and get your official network shirt today. cat5.tv/shirts. Welcome back. This is Category 5 Technology TV, and we are looking at the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi multi-touch screen case. Whew.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
What were you saying in the chat room? Somebody was saying in Discord?
Marshman said those numbers will set resolution and over-under scan so the image fits.
Oh,
so
over and under scan. So if you've got like a border around the screen, for example, then you can adjust that. Okay,
right.
Okay. In this case, I guess because of the instructions saying 000,
then you don't have...
I guess maybe no overscan? Mm-hmm. Let's find out. Should we get right over to it?
Yeah.
Find the button, and there we go.
Beauty.
Ta-da! I touched the screen, and it came to life.
Yay!
Sasha, do you want to walk over there?
I would love to.
And you can actually...
I'll Vanna White this.
Sasha's going to just jump right over there and be our Vanna. Okay, so first of all, we've got some kind of rippling going on. Do you want to peel off the... Now, okay, I want to just say, this is not a Samsung Galaxy Fold.
Right.
So it's safe.
Peeling off the
it's safe to peel off the polymer. Let's take a look around. So this is so 13.3 inches. How can we give you some kind? What? That's not really a good comparison. I've nothing but a smartphone. Does that help at all?
That's a pretty big smartphone.
That's a pretty big smartphone. This is the F1, the Pocophone F1. So comparison-wise, screen-wise.
My hand.
There's your hand. Okay. So how's the touch, Sasha? Because we haven't had to do, and I know that they can't really see you here.
Can I play around a little bit with this?
I think it would be best if you do.
Okay, so
we haven't done any calibration. All we've done is booted up Raspbian, and this is just Raspbian Linux.
Let me go to games.
Can you go to games?
Yeah, Python games.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is just a vanilla. Wow, that's a really fun game that you've got there, Sasha.
That seems boring. Let's get out of games.
I'm looking, and it looks like it's... I mean, that's a really fine resolution. There you go. But
I opened a game.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
She's like, yay, I did it by accident. But it works. How is the calibration?
It's working. It's good.
So when you touch stuff, is it...
Yeah.
Oh, I heard something.
Oh, yeah, it's making some noises.
So the screen also has built-in speakers coming off the HDMI. Can you guys hear that from my mic?
You'd hear it more if I was playing faster.
Win, Sasha, win. There we go. Very nice. Okay, what else can you do? Okay. So this is just Raspbian on the KKSB 13-inch screen.
Okay, so let's see. We have Office, so LibreOffice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's try and open one of these.
This is great.
Office Calc.
Wow.
Let's see.
There's a keyboard at your feet if you care to grab a keyboard.
And then
Well, it's just there.
as I knock over the whole set.
Yes. Unplug it. You can. It was just on the charger. That's why it's at your feet.
Oh.
There's a power switch right there. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it already? Oh yeah, look at that.
So is it? So
Oh, that's quick.
yeah, just move your keyboard down so that we get the screen in focus there. There we go. So touch-wise,
Good.
everything
This is
works. Like if I touch
perfect.
here. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is great. I want this. No, don't say.
Wow. Did you
That's
folks
so
see that?
fast.
That was like a little time, regardless of the speed of the Raspberry Pi 3. The fact that she was able to touch that little X in the top right, and we didn't have to do any calibration.
Yeah.
That is astonishing.
It's ultra intuitive.
Wow. I love this. Size-wise, Sasha, how does it feel?
Feels great.
Can we, like, how can I, like, if I had a laptop, or, like, I could pull my laptop out and show you size comparison-wise?
Yeah.
Does that help at all? Like, this is approximately a little bit smaller than my laptop screen, which is covered in dust.
This is the perfect size, really. Oh, I don't want to do shutdown. X. Get out of there.
I wasn't watching. What did you do?
Oh, just pressing buttons.
Pushing buttons?
What I do best. Internet, Chromium web browser. Oh,
All right.
that's not what I picked. I picked Claus Mail. Cancel. Okay. Internet. Oh, sometimes if you hit it with your knuckle, it doesn't work. So...
This is in full resolution 1080p. I might even want to put it
There
in
we
like
go.
720p just to
make it a
just so
little
that
bigger.
it's not so tiny. Mm-hmm. But so if you go to like, I mean, this is just web browser on Raspbian, no big deal. But so there you
Yeah.
have it. I mean, there's the KKSB case. Can we just? I'm gonna, if you want to come back around
Yeah.
here, Sasha. I'm just gonna bring this back up and let's actually get a look at it as far as how this looks. There you go. So this is a little bit of a, a different view for you, but that's just absolutely awesome. And there's the Raspberry Pi sitting on the back. Nice and solid. And you saw Sasha there kind of operating things for us. I think just right there is the perfect spot for it if I don't knock everything over. So the KKSB 13.3-inch Raspberry Pi screen case is available at cat5.tv/pi. Now these are brand new, and so stock is coming about. We're starting to see it in America, and it's certainly it's available internationally as well through their website. You can get to their website by going to our website, category5.tv, clicking on support the show, and then you'll see partner links. And in the partner links, you'll see KKSB, both international and US. But just a quick way to find this particular device, this screen and the case, it's available at cat5.tv/pi. I'm really, really excited about this because there's never really been this kind of kiosk case ready and available to the consumer market. You see them sometimes like in businesses and things, and you know that they pay so much for those things. But this is the perfect little kiosk for like sitting at your front desk or even just for your personal use for your kitchen counter. Holy cow.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Recipes. It could help me cook.
Oh my gosh. This is perfect. Next step is I got to experiment with the on-screen keyboard, getting that configured, because I think that would be the next best thing is actually using the on-screen keyboard to be able to control it.
Yeah.
Because it's a full Linux computer. It's not a tablet. You're not limited to like iOS or something like that.
Right.
This is a full Debian-based computer. So whether it be internet surfing or installing apps or whatever you want to do, it's all available to you. It's Raspbian. It is just a Raspberry Pi 3 sitting on the back of it.
So could you put RetroPie on that and then
Yes.
play?
It would be extreme overkill in some ways because you wouldn't really have a use for the touch screen, but you could do it. And it would become like a portable screen for your RetroPie. Although, that said, I kind of laugh about that suggestion because, RetroPie on a touchscreen is overkill. But remember, RetroPie, Raspbian, all the different distros that you can put on a Raspberry Pi are on an SD card.
Right.
So you can safely shut it down, pull the SD card for Raspbian, put in your gaming card for RetroPie, boot it up, use it for gaming,
right,
and then unplug that and plug back in the other one, and you can just keep swapping back and forth, whatever you want to do. So if you want to take it to the cottage and use that as a screen for watching movies and playing video games, you can. And then when you bring it home, you can put it back into recipe mode for the kitchen.
Right.
How cool is that?
I love it.
cat5.tv/pi to pick one of those up. We've got to take a really quick break. When we come back, Sasha, you're going to be doing an unboxing tonight.
I sure am.
Excellent. Stick around.
Whether you shop on ThinkGeek, GearBest, B&H Photo Video, eBay, or Amazon, or even if you want a free trial of Audible, you'll find the best deals and support the shows we produce by simply visiting the shopping sites you already frequent by using the links on our website. Visit category5.tv/partners for the full and ever-growing list and help us create more free content like this show. Thank you for shopping with our partners, and thank you for watching.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, this has ended up somehow, by some kind of shifting of the moon, being an unboxing special.
Which is excellent. They're my favorite.
I heard it was one of your favorites.
That's right.
So
Even I wore an unboxing shirt.
Look at
even.
that. And so with Jeff being away, Sasha loving unboxings, I thought it would be very appropriate to get Sasha's hands into the unboxing over there.
Right. Disclaimer. First unboxing. So
first unboxing ever, folks. So this is great. You want to head over there?
Yeah.
And what do you have for us today, Sasha?
I have a super cool Aurora Master, which is like this really neat light display that can go on your ceiling in your bedroom or your kitchen or your bathroom. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Sasha, get into the box.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
All right. So, cords.
What kind of cords have we got there?
This is
that USB? It's
yeah.
a USB device? Keep it on the camera there for us.
USB. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's USB to barrel. That's interesting.
And then this one here, which is just like audio. Is that audio?
It is, yeah, because this actually has a built-in speaker.
That's right. It's something. And this is, I guess, a how-to.
How to turn on the light.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is the action here.
So this is the Aurora Master 12 LED 8 mode LED ocean wave projector. So apparently, what I'm understanding here, Sasha, is that this is meant to project the ocean onto any surface.
Right, in a variety of colors.
Ooh.
So the red ocean or the blue ocean. Okay. So you can see that there's a spot here for batteries.
You need a screwdriver for that?
I will need a screwdriver.
Okay, but you've also got...
And then I guess here is, I guess you can plug it in via USB, right?
Cool. I wonder if you could actually plug that then into your laptop and it would function.
Would you have to plug in also this audio thing into your laptop?
Well, I guess if you want to use it as a speaker. So if you
Right.
wanted it to be playing, say, Nature Sounds of Ontario, Canada, or immersive
Right.
nature sounds from our RSS feed,
Then you-
could actually have the ocean sounds at the same time,
Right.
or music, or whatever else.
It has an auto shut off after 1 hour. So you
Okay.
can fall asleep to this and then it won't be playing all day. So over here, you can't quite see it because it's white on white, but that's an on off and then an up and a down volume button.
Okay.
And it looks like that's kind of it.
Pretty simple device then.
Yeah.
Should we plug it in?
Let's.
Okay. We'll bring it back over here.
Okay. So
This is a lot bigger than I was thinking. It looks, from the pictures on Amazon, you'll think that it's like the size of a coffee cup or something like
Right.
that. But that's a honking huge latte right there.
right, so I'm thinking it would actually project pretty large onto a ceiling
Yeah.
if you
Can I unwrap this? Can I
Yeah.
get I'm going to get these off there. Perfect. There we go.
There we go.
And there you are.
Thank
Do you want to just plug it into your laptop and see if it just works?
Okay.
Okay. So you said there was a power button here.
Yeah, it's right
In the middle?
here. Oh yeah.
Okay. We've got some light.
So I wonder, can you cycle through? Yep, so that's
Yeah.
red.
Okay.
Oh, party lights.
Party lights. Let's dim the lights.
Can we turn the lights
I'm
off?
going to dim the lights, and we're going to see how that looks. Okay, so this is pretty neat. I don't know if you guys, I got to hold this up, but this is pretty bright. Mm-hmm. That's just on the ceiling of our studio here, just the drop ceiling.
And then you obviously wouldn't sleep through the party lights. Like there's other,
What else? Wow, it's really dark in here.
right? So you can have the
Okay, like the depths
Lava.
of hell. Yeah.
There we go. This is better.
Okay.
So this with like some gentle whale music or something.
Oh, you can see my shadow. That's awesome. So I can.
This is
I can be
actually
like,
really good Halloween.
Yeah. So you can actually see that it is. Yeah. But there's like this fluid motion to it, and some of the reviews on Amazon have said that it's janky, that it's clunky, that the animation is not smooth. But look at that.
It looks good to me.
We can actually see that. Could we switch the mode again to see?
Sure.
Yeah, look at how smooth that looks.
Oh,
That's not the one.
So
All right,
that's a
we've got like a
multicolor.
multicolor. Yeah.
red.
Yeah, it's got this like really. I want to see like a natural ocean. Wow, party! There you go.
I think blue that's the one.
That's cool.
I could fall asleep to that.
Sure. Okay, so that's what it looks like, folks. Definitely has a smooth look to it. You can see, and what I'm looking for is there any point within the animation of it where it seems to like click or jump? And I'm not seeing that at all. Now I'm going to get my head down in here so you're going to see my shadow. I want to hear, because my microphone is on my face, so I've got my face right up to this. Is there any sound from it? And I hear nothing, Sasha. Mm-hmm. There's no sound. There's no annoying like clicking sound of a motor or anything like
Right.
that. And if I look in here, let's see if I can actually get you a view. I don't see any movement.
Right.
Where is the movement actually taking place?
It must be the little lights inside must be spinning just a little bit.
I'm not seeing it. There's no motion, and yet the roof is getting that like
I'm going to
flowing
blind
water.
myself staring at it, but
Yeah.
there's got to be something. in
Oh,
here.
I see how it works. There is a lens. There's a little tiny lens that is moving around over top of the LEDs.
Oh.
That's really smart, but there's no sound from the motion. There's no motor sound or anything like that. But I can see if I look and blind myself that it is, in fact, a lens. You can see that, Sasha. It looks
Yeah.
like a magnifying glass, just kind of very subtly moving over top of those LEDs.
Right.
And that's what causes that animation.
This would be perfect with anybody, like a child that needs a nightlight, like a transition from a nightlight to a relaxation.
Yes.
I like
Cool.
it a lot.
I think that's really neat. And it's got a built-in speaker. We didn't test the speaker here because that's not really something that I really care about. But at the same time, like if I wanted to, I could plug it into an MP3 player or something like that.
To be honest, what I'd probably do is not use the speaker with that, because I usually have my phone charging on my little lamp beside my bed, right? So I would just plug something into my phone and have it playing from there.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. So that is available at cat5.tv/Aurora.
Aurora.
As per the link in the description below. And we're going to head over to the newsroom. Great job with your first unboxing, by the way. Well done.
It was a cool thing, too.
Cool thing.
Here are the stories we're covering this week in the Category 5.tv newsroom. The last major Windows update broke some systems with particular antivirus software installed, and it's seemingly getting worse. Mark Hutchins, the security researcher who stopped WannaCry, has pled guilty to the malware charges we reported in 2017. Samsung has pushed back the launch of its highly anticipated folding smartphone after multiple reviewers reported the screens broke within days. And Microsoft's Azure machine learning tech is being put to good use in a grant program designed to give computing resources to scientists working on environmental sustainability programs. These stories are coming right up. Don't go anywhere.
This is the Category 5.tv newsroom, covering the week's top tech stories with a slight Linux bias.
Jeff Weston,
Yeah, man.
you're building a brand new, beautiful website.
What?
Aren't you?
No. Am I?
Oh, you're a terrible actor.
What?
This is where acting comes into play.
Oh, I didn't know we were acting.
You're supposed to act.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Yeah, I'm building a really cool website. Are you building a really cool website? Just because Jeff is confused doesn't mean you have to be. Visit cat5.tv/dreamhost to sign up for unlimited web hosting for your website with unlimited email accounts, MySQL databases, the latest version of PHP, WordPress, and more, and even a free domain name registration. It's less than $6 per month, so sign up today. cat5.tv/dreamhost.
I'm Sasha Rickman, and here are the top stories we're following this week. The last major Windows update broke some systems with particular antivirus software installed, and it's seemingly getting worse. Last week, Microsoft halted updates to its Windows 7 and 8.1 operating systems, as well as some Windows Server installations running Sophos and Avast security solutions. The update caused user machines to lock up or fail to boot. Since then, the list of known issues for the update was itself updated to acknowledge compatibility issues with Avira and Acura Bit antivirus, with Microsoft temporarily blocking updates to those affected systems too. Over the weekend, it was revealed that Microsoft is also investigating compatibility issues for systems with McAfee antivirus installed. Affected computers either freeze outright or start acting unusably slow when you attempt to log into Windows. You can temporarily work around the issue by booting into safe mode, disabling your antivirus, and then rebooting your system normally. While Windows 10 PCs don't appear to be affected by this particular issue, a new issue cropped up this week surrounding the coming May update on Windows 10 systems that either have a USB drive or SD card connected. The update has been put on hold because updating these systems may result in your drive letters being reassigned, breaking your Windows machine. According to Microsoft, this issue will be resolved in a future servicing update for Windows 10. For now, don't leave SD cards or USB drives connected to your Windows 10 computer, just in case. Wow, Windows! Thanks for that.
It's been a great month once again, hasn't it? Has it even been a year since October? No.
Wow. So, okay. So the way to get your computer working again is to turn off your antivirus. A.
Good practice number 1, have an up-to-date antivirus. Good practice number 2, keep your operating system up to date. What if those two things conflict?
Right.
Holy cow.
Aye. And then this USB SD card situation, like
Yeah, that's a big one for me.
Thank goodness they have noticed it in advance,
Sure.
right? Because
Yeah.
it could have been last year where they just pushed the update and then
Exactly.
broke everything.
Hence October. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I leave here at the studio. I leave an SD card almost always plugged into the computer because when I leave on a Wednesday night after we record the show, like there are things happening, and one of the SD cards from one of the cameras is always plugged in.
Right.
So if you could imagine that this update, what it does is basically like you've got your C drive, you plug in an SD card, and now you've got a J drive and an
Right.
H drive and all these other things happening, right? And if you use SBCs, maybe you've got a whole bunch of different drive letters and like active. But what happens is this update then
Scrambles them.
garbles those up. So now your C drive is your F drive, and oh my goodness. So then of course nothing will boot. Things are in the wrong places. It's
Right.
not finding things. Like,
I don't
come
get
on.
it. Like, I really don't understand how they could possibly get something like that wrong. I just don't get it.
It's kind of Windows 3.1 here, folks. Yeah, like I thought we had this licked. I thought we knew the difference between an A and a C drive.
Right.
But no, apparently not.
But
Linux
turn
does
off-
it completely different. This is why Linux is winning completely.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because we use UUIDs.
So really, Windows just wants you to turn off your antivirus and unplug all your things and just update.
Oh yeah, we'll just turn off your updates and turn off your antivirus in order to make things go. Linux actually uses UUIDs, unique identifiers for each device. So
Right.
like your hard drive, for example, and all the partitions in your hard drive have a unique identifier. And that identifier is then mounted to a mount point. So
Okay.
you could unplug all your hard drives and then plug them in a completely random order to different cables, and it will still boot because it gets the unique identifier from the partitions of the drive.
Oh.
That's Linux.
Do you think...
They get it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that Windows could just, like, pay attention to how to get it right a little?
I think they're going to have to start.
Right?
It's time to... yeah, they're learning some things from Linux, but that's
Not
one of those things that like Linux has really got that down, and that's why we're using UUIDs and not dev assignments anymore. Like
Right.
your FS tab used to have dev/SDB1. Well, now it has a UUID, and that's why, because
You
if-
can unplug it and plug it
yeah,
back
if
in.
the
And
order
then
changes or if a drive gets pulled, it still boots up and still everything ends up where it's supposed to be.
That's
Yeah.
forward thinking, Linux. Thank you.
Well done. Not so much on you, Windows.
Marcus Hutchins, the security researcher who stopped WannaCry, has pled guilty to the malware charges we reported in 2017. On episodes 516 and 518, we reported that Mr. Hutchins was arrested but pled not guilty. He was free under a $30,000 bond but had to wear a GPS tracking device. Last year, though, he was hit with a superseding indictment introducing new charges related to the malware. Hutchins was charged with developing and, in partnership with another individual identified in court documents as Vinny, disseminating UPassKit and Kronos malware, the latter of which has for years been used to steal banking information. This activity occurred between July 2012 and September 2015, per court records. For years prior, when Hutchins was credited with discovering WannaCry's kill switch. Hutchins, who is now prominent and a respected security researcher, says, quote, "As you may be aware, I've pled guilty to 2 charges related to writing malware in the years prior to my career in security. I regret these actions and accept full responsibility for my mistakes. Having grown up, I've since been using the same skills that I misused several years ago for constructive purposes," end quote. According to a plea agreement filed with the Eastern District of Wisconsin, the British researcher agreed to plead guilty to 2 of 10 counts, while the other 8 were dropped. Each count carries up to 5 years in prison and up to $250,000 in fines though the plea agreement states that an acceptance of responsibility could contribute to a lighter sentence.
Wow.
To me, I think he's a little bit like of a hero because he found the kill switch for WannaCry. He used his evil mind for good, right?
Oh,
So,
boy. No.
yes.
Yeah, but it's not an evil mind, Sasha. I think we're growing, like we are now. My kids are growing up in a time where 10-year-olds are so immersed in tech
Right.
that they can become amazing hackers.
Right.
When I was a kid, when I was just like my kid's age, I had an XT computer that I would pull out from under my bed, and it had a CRT monitor that I hid in my closet, and I would hook it all up through the CGA panel in the back, and I would hack away on that. But my hacking was limited to the devices that I had. There was no internet. It hadn't
Right.
been invented yet. Well, the internet had. The World Wide Web had not. So there was no connectivity for me to the World Wide Web.
Right.
Because it didn't exist yet. So my hacking was limited to the box that was under my bed.
Right.
Now, someone with my skill set at that age could be like, I'm bored. It's a
So-
Friday night. I'm going to screw around and I'm going to start hacking away.
So you too were an evil genius, just without the tools.
I would say maybe a genius, but not an evil one.
Okay. So I don't really. I
Say that
just
tongue in cheek.
what I'm saying is, yes, he did. I actually really like the fact that he admits, yes, he did bad, but then he turned it around. He works for security now. He's using his skills for good.
Yes.
I honestly think that he probably saved the world far more money than the money that he would be charged for as his fine.
They got to
right?
take
Like,
that into account, right?
I think
be lenient.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing, and I think parents, get your kids in the room and let them hear this, that this is a wake-up call to us, okay? So our kids, the young people growing up in today's world, we're so connected, and we are very capable on computers and very capable of hacking, and we can put that to malicious use or we can put it to good use.
Yeah.
I could put things to malicious use as a kid, and I did. And it was limited to my school network.
Right.
And it never got outside of that network. It was limited to the computer lab.
Right.
Nowadays, it's not limited like that. We have no borders as far as what we can hack. So our young people need to understand the decisions that you make right now, they have lasting consequences. This young man is now a security researcher, and a darn good one.
He's awesome.
And he's making a difference in the world. He has saved people from some very serious malware. And because of a decision that he made as a child, I won't even call it a mistake because everything is a learning experience. But because of this decision that he made to do something malicious, or, what the government will call malicious because it's stealing credentials to bank accounts, you can call that benign or you can call it just fun or whatever you want to call it, but it's theft.
Who knows? Yeah.
It's data theft. And so it is malicious as far as, what's right and wrong goes. So now he's having to face 10 years in prison and thousands and thousands, $60,000 worth of fines because of this decision that he made as a kid.
Right.
Even though now he's grown up and he's saying, I would never do that now. I'm using my powers for good.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and he knows the capacity, like he knows what it takes to do these hacks and these thefts, and because he's smart enough to know how, so he can block people like himself.
Yeah.
Right?
But the issue that we're up against right now with you young people is that you have the abilities, and I understand you have the abilities, but you haven't got the life experience that he has. You
Right.
haven't yet grown up. And it's okay to be a kid. It's okay to be young. And to enjoy that and to learn and grow and hack. But be very mindful that you need to be mindful that what you do now could have an impact on you as an adult.
Right.
And on other people as well, especially if it's something malicious. And it may be fun, but it's really big picture is, you can cause a lot of damage and wreak a lot of havoc. But let's just be very mindful of the fact that you just got to be willing to recognize that it's tough. I mean, when I was a kid, I didn't want to admit I was a kid.
Right.
And when kids are when you're a teenager, you don't want to admit that you're still growing up.
And you know what? You have an idea, and there's probably a little bit of doubt in your mind, like, I wonder if I could do this. And
Yeah.
you're just wondering, so you're trying, and then you do it. And you're like, oh, I can. And then
Yeah.
it's done already, right? And then it's too late.
Yeah. So kids, I mean, if I can just give you any advice, just think twice, and even ask an adult, and ask somebody, like, is this going to have lasting impact? It's like, don't post pictures of yourself naked on the internet. Like,
Right.
It
Straight
like
up.
this is just to a grown up, it makes sense, but to a kid, maybe it's, there's the temptation there, but it's like you can never undo that. You can never get it back.
Take back. Yeah.
And then you're going to deal with that when you're an adult, and you just don't want that in your past. So just like take a moment, stop what you're doing.
Listen to
Okay?
Robbie.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just wish I could just sit down with you and just. So hopefully
Right.
you hear me out, okay?
Yeah.
Email us, comment, whatever it takes. I'm here for you.
Samsung has pushed back the launch for its highly anticipated folding smartphone after multiple reviewers reported the screens broke within days. Samsung's Galaxy Fold was unveiled in February following years of speculation about the possibility of folding phones, but its initial reviews have raised questions about whether the technology was rushed out before it was ready. The Galaxy Fold was set to hit the market in the US this Friday, but Samsung said in a statement that it would now carry out further tests and make improvements before announcing a new release date in the coming weeks. The news comes after several journalists reported issues with the devices that they'd been given to review. On April 17th, Bloomberg reporter Mark Gurman tweeted that his device was unusable just 2 days in, with photos showing that the screen had gone mostly black. Among other complaints was a story on The Verge headlined, "My Samsung Galaxy Fold screen broke after just 1 day." At least some of the complaints have come from users who had peeled off a thin layer of polymer from the screen that Samsung said was not intended to be removed, but issues with the Galaxy Fold seem to run deeper. The company's statement identified the hinge mechanism and substances found inside the device as potential problem areas. Samsung's problems come less than 3 years after its exploding phone saga, which saw the company recall the Galaxy Note 7 after battery defects caused phones to catch on fire.
Never a good sign.
No. So they're very tenacious. Like, they're really trying. And I like the idea of advancing ideas in tech. I don't understand why I might need a folding phone, but I can understand that you need to create a folding phone for the next possible phone that I might need, which maybe is a phone that wraps right around my wrist or something.
Well, but you think about a
Like-
folding phone. So a phone
Yeah.
form factor
Yeah.
that fits in your pocket that then unfolds to twice the size, basically a tablet.
Yeah.
So it's like having a tablet that fits in your pocket that then you can use as a
Right.
phone, and so it makes
Yeah.
sense. It makes some sense.
I don't dislike it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have to push something to this point where things are falling apart after release.
They've got to be first, though. It's a very competitive market, right?
Is there another
Huawei
folding
and-
phone coming up?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
Yeah, everybody but Apple has announced a folding phone that they're working on. And it's like, okay, so Samsung's got to be first. They've got to
Right.
be first. They've got to be innovators. Do they have subsidiaries that they can, like is Samsung the fall boy? Because it really feels like Samsung is the fall boy, and they've got
Right.
some subsidiary that they're actually going to release under.
Right.
Because they're really messing up a lot of times with trying to be innovative. But
Maybe Apple pays them, because Apple just waits for everything to build right after to be
Apple
popular.
waits until they'll wait 2 years after the
Yeah,
all
and they'll be like, "Oh yeah,
everything's perfect.
we got
and then
that
that's
too.
what- oh,
Line
yeah.
up for an hour."
Look at that. Ours
a
just
week.
doesn't have a headphone jack, but whatever. You don't need that because you've got Bluetooth headphones that will sell you for 3 times as much as they're worth.
Mm-hmm.
But
I will say, Samsung, listen to me here.
okay,
If-
they're listening.
If
I
you
know
put
they're
a
listening.
polymer film on a screen
Oh,
that
my
has
goodness,
the
folks.
possibility that I might think it's a protective
If I can take it
polymer-
off, I'm taking it off.
Yeah. I'm picky. I'll pick at stuff. So don't give me the opportunity.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Uh-huh.
ew.
We'll see how that shapes up. I mean, I'm interested to see what they come up with. But it is, again, it's they're pushing it to the market way faster than they probably...
I don't care
we're feeling like maybe
so
they shouldn't.
much about the folding phone. I want the next thing, like the idea that hasn't happened yet. I want whatever the folding phone brings us.
Oh.
Like, I want that. The folding phone, meh. I used to have a flip phone.
A 16K screen sounds nice.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Maybe it's like a leap pad, like stepping stone technology.
Right.
Like, okay, so now we've got a folding phone. What else can we do?
Right.
Maybe you're right in that regard. I hear what you're saying. Like, okay, now we can do this.
Exactly.
So maybe we can have a laptop where we do this.
Exactly.
And suddenly we've got a 4-foot wide screen.
Right. So the folding phone, meh, whatever. It's
Meh.
a folding phone. But that's the step that I'm interested in, like 3 steps from there. The
Okay.
folding phone needs to be developed properly so we can learn how not to make it fall apart and have the screen go black, so that when you
Do not peel. They need to put
Yeah.
a sticker on it.
Right, exactly.
Do not peel.
So that you can, fan out an umbrella of amazing.
Sounds good. I like your style. And apparently you are waiting for Apple.
Yes.
Sorry for your luck.
Microsoft's Azure machine learning tech is being put to good use in a grant program designed to give computing resources to scientists working on environmental sustainability programs.
Neat.
Yeah, Microsoft wants to make accessing powerful AI and machine learning technology more practical for scientists and environmental researchers, which is why it started AI for Earth in 2017. In the mere 2 years since Microsoft founded AI for Earth, it has awarded over 230 grants to teams in 63 countries, covering 4 research areas: climate change, agriculture, biodiversity, and waters. Grants come in 2 forms: data labeling services, which help get large databases ready for AI processing, and Microsoft Azure computer credits. Grant applicants are able to apply for one or both forms of grants. Microsoft has built 2 APIs specifically for AI for Earth and has stated that it continues to work on more. Currently available is a land coverage mapping API and a species classification API. The APIs are available to anyone who wants to use them. The uses for AI in protecting natural resources is vast. Science generates data, but collating and transforming that data into action can be difficult. When you add that the sheer volume of data available, things get even more difficult, especially if all that data isn't available to everyone who may need it. AI for Earth takes a step toward rectifying that by offering services to organizations that might not be able to access them otherwise, and by centralizing data from government research agencies from around the globe in Azure Cloud. In addition, grant applicants that apply for data labeling have their data published on Microsoft Azure for the use of other researchers, further expanding the base of knowledge needed to turn AI into a tool for improving the planet.
It's like an AI Wikipedia.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It is so cool. And anything that will help our planet, I'm with you.
We're in?
Yes.
We're in.
That was timely because it was just Earth Day.
True. True that.
Yeah.
This is really what is needed, because we are now getting to that point where data sets are huge. Like we learned about the 8 telescopes that were used to photograph the black hole. Well, it took massive amounts of data and years to process. Like, I think the photo was actually taken in 2017. Do you realize that?
Right.
And it took this long to be able to announce it and show it off. Well, that, through the power of AI and artificial intelligence, machine learning, and the power of a massive supercomputer network,
Right.
can really expedite those kinds of processes, scientific learning and scientific experimentation.
Right. We can share the knowledge, and then we kind of stand on the shoulders of those before us, and we can
That's it,
learn
too. Mm-hmm.
new things. You're not learning from the beginning of time to this point.
Right.
You're learning from where the research has gotten to this point and forward.
Isn't that
so if we
interesting?
can build ourselves up, we can get much faster at learning.
What
and
you're saying is
growing.
blowing my mind right now, Sasha, because I'm
Okay.
thinking about how AI is now like the new, like, hand-me-down information. Like,
Right.
is AI going to carry our data for the next generation?
Yes.
What?
Yes, it is. I'm Team AI.
So just think about how that's going to impact 3 generations from now.
right.
When, like, look at technology and how it's progressed, because we've been passing down our knowledge year after year, and it's compounding, right? So you know what we knew in 1950, it's kind of crazy how far we've come.
Yeah. Like,
Look at AI or not AI, but, well, definitely AI, but look at VR
Right.
since we were children.
right.
Like, mind-blowing how far this has come. And those of you who are our age or beyond know exactly what I'm talking about.
So it's going to be amazing to witness the things that are going to unfold. I am just eagerly anticipating all the best.
Yes. Let's hope that there are moral people in control.
There will be. There will be. They listened to your last public service announcement.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Excellent. Run for president or whatever you need to do. Let's get a look at what CoinGecko tells us about the cryptocurrency market as of 1800 hours on this day that we are recording, which is April 24th, 2019. Bitcoin is up big time. Another $211.70 US in your pocket if you have a single Bitcoin. It's up at $5,434.69. Litecoin is down a little bit, $72.55 US. Ethereum is also down, $164.01. Monero is at $67.52. Stellite is one of the little guys, gained 0.07 ten-thousandths of a cent. So we're basically static at 1.63 ten-thousandths of a cent, and Turtlecoin at 1.31. Don't forget, if you are going to trade in cryptocurrency or mine or whatever you're going to do, it's always volatile, and the market never closes. It's open 24/7. So plan not to get any sleep,
Right.
I suppose.
Big thanks to Roy W. Nash and our community of viewers for submitting stories to us this week. Thanks for watching the Category 5.tv newsroom. Don't forget to like and subscribe for all your tech news with a slight Linux bias. And for more free content, be sure to check out our website. From the Category 5.tv newsroom, I'm Sasha Rickman.
And I'm Robbie Ferguson. Sasha, you already did one unboxing today.
That's right.
There's another thing I want you to open up.
What's
She
that?
doesn't even know what it is yet.
I don't know.
It arrived in the mail.
Okay.
You want to see what it is?
Yes.
Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Category 5 Technology TV. What am I hiding behind my back?
A bag. A crinkly bag.
A FedEx crinkly bag from Drew Darnborough. Darnborough.
Drew.
I got the pronunciation perfect. As you can tell.
Probably.
I have no scissors. I have no knife. I am completely ill-prepared for this.
What is this?
But I think this is for you.
Does it say? It says to Robbie.
It says, everything says to Robbie.
Okay, you think
But-
it's for, how do you know?
It says,
Oh, this is probably for me.
aha. Can you get into it? Do you need me to actually get a knife? I'm
No.
going to stand back. Okay, what do we got? What do we got?
'Kay.
Come on, get in there.
Here we go. We have.
Oh, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. What?
Well, I have my Neverwhere stuff.
No way.
Yeah.
You've got a satchel of some sort.
Okay, what's in here?
Nice.
Okay, whoa.
What
There's
operating
things.
what operating system are you running on your laptop there?
This is my CloudReady, and I have a CloudReady.
How was that for timing, right? She's like, I got a CloudReady notebook and a CloudReady notebook.
This
You
is-
have 2 types of CloudReady notebooks here.
This is amazing.
What is this? This is like 3D printed.
This is
Nice.
great. Oh my
is so
goodness.
cool.
Okay, a little
A tissue
cleany
that you
thingy.
can keep in your pocket and blow your nose anytime
They gave
you
me
want.
so many things.
What do you got?
Is this hand sanitizer?
Never
It's-
wear hand sanitizer? Come
It's
on.
like you read my mind.
Are you serious?
I actually said this out loud to
It's
Robbie.
like it's
today.
so dirty when I type on my CloudReady computer. What do you
Oh, this is like a card sleeve.
like a
And
card sleeve?
And it has like a sticky.
You got all kinds of crazy stuff.
A sticky thing.
It literally is a card sleeve. Like
Oh, I've got a USB
the USB flash drive.
flash
Nice.
drive.
Okay.
I've got some chapstick.
CloudReady.
You guys are amazing. CloudReady like gets me actually
you gotta make
ready.
it. You
My
gotta make
hands
it
are
official.
clean. My
Send
lips are
some-
soft.
And she's got like lip balm and hand sanitizer.
And here
Stickers.
is the promised sticker.
Nice.
It's going on the back of my
That
computer.
totally is going on there. That's going to be on there for next week, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Oh.
You got some others. This bag keeps going. Holy
No,
cow!
no, that's
What
it.
else is
I
he-
think that these are just bags for you and Jeff.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Did I get some lip balm? Nice.
So, because you
Thanks,
guys are
CloudReady.
like
It
the
helps
official,
to have the
unofficial.
the unofficial official CloudReady spokeswoman here on the set. We appreciate that very much, and we love swag. If you love swag, hey, make sure you get onto our contest. We have a Kingston Data Traveler to give away, and this is your final chance to cast your ballot. All you have to do is email contest@category5.tv and tell us your name and where you're watching from. We'd love to get you in on the draw, which is going to be happening sometime in the next couple of weeks.
Perfect.
And that could be yours. Don't forget, we are on Twitter at Category5TV. I personally am also on Twitter, and I follow back at Robbie Ferguson. We are also on YouTube as Category5TV, or if you prefer to watch just little snippets of the show, you can go to linuxtechshow.com, which is going to take you to that. Also, we are on the Roku channel store, and you can get us on Plex, on Kodi, and you can do that through our GitHub at github.com/cat5TV. Of course, everything comes together, as well as our RSS feeds and everything else, on our website at category5.tv. So check us out there. It's been fun having you here. Thank you, Sasha.
Yeah.
Great job
you.
with all the unboxings tonight.
Yay.
I will see you again next week. Take care, everybody. See ya.